fans, and welcome to an episode of Silver Screams Reacts.
Yay!
I'm Megan Salinas.
I'm Katie Cullen.
And we are looking at the trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. And you know a horror movie's going to be terrible when it calls
Bloodlines
in its title.
Devon Sawa has to be in it. I don't care if he's already dead in the franchise, which I assume he is. I think
Allegedly he died off screen, but
he's Devon Sawa. As we've learned from the Chucky franchise, death doesn't apply when you're Devon Sawa.
One dead Devon Sawa means nothing to the Chucky franchise.
You just get to be more Devon Sawa. If you haven't seen the Chucky series, it's pretty fucking fun.
Yeah,
truly.
he plays twins
multiple roles
in the first episode, and yeah, it's an excellent performance. Anyway,
they just like to keep casting him. It's great.
But just for maybe the edification, if this is your first video on our channel or anything like that,
welcome to hell.
I love Final Destination.
I have seen one Final Destination movie ever, and it was the second one because it was on TV and I was in high school.
And Final Destination 2 has traumatized an entire generation.
Yeah, here's the thing. I missed the log truck. I saw the ladder. So the one where I was always sitting there going, for real, was the airbag and the pipe.
Oh yeah, that one's dark.
For those who clicked on this video not knowing what a Final Destination is, it's basically the movie where if you escape death, death will come after you, Rube Goldberg style.
Yeah, death likes to balance the accounts, as it were.
But he also gives at least one person a premonition as to how this awful accident's going to happen so that they can then avoid it. I guess death is making enrichment for his own enclosure. I don't know.
I like to picture him in one of two ways in this franchise. Either some sort of Machiavellian sadistic monster that provides the premonitions for the sole purpose of amusing himself, or a haggard accountant doing his absolute best to try to keep the fabric of reality together with duct tape, and he's just like, he doesn't mean for people to get premonitions. It's just a cascading effect of all of these like discrepancies happening over and over and over again, and he's just like, oh my god, I'll figure something out. I don't know.
I've talked to people and gone like, okay, you're talking about this canon where death is a thing. On a scale of Final Destination to Discworld, how kind is your death?
Like, read Discworld if you hadn't got it.
Read Discworld if you haven't, and if you have, read it again.
But I've always been fond of the Final Destination franchise because the first couple movies, and I'd say everything in the franchise, is really, really good at sticking with you and like tapping into those anxieties that we have as humans about like, oh, I could do something small and seemingly inconsequential, and it could have a catastrophic effect on my life.
Again, we are all now terrified of driving behind log trucks. Exactly. All of the time.
That is a very real thing, and it's a very real fear and anxiety for people, myself included.
Something coming off the back of the truck and hitting yours, whether that is a log, an improperly secured mattress, an entire apartment's worth of furniture. I don't like driving behind danger trucks.
Yeah.
I don't like danger trucks, and we have a lot of them out here.
But it's also an oddly fun franchise with how over the top its characters and its situations are.
Again, like Rube Goldberg machines.
Yeah.
100%.
And I'm not gonna spoil the whole franchise for you here. Definitely watch it. I will say they are pretty formulaic. Like, if you've seen one, you have seen them all.
You're here for the kills.
But
this is one of those franchises where you are here for the kills.
I am equal parts excited and wary about a Final Destination 6 because, again, without spoiling it, the end of Final Destination 5 was perfect.
5 put a button on it very nicely.
Please watch it for yourself. It's wonderful. Mm-hmm. It was a perfect
if you're like me and you cannot consume these very well, there is a YouTube channel called Dead Meat. You can watch the Final Destination kill counts, which is about how I handle things. So I'm a little worried about this trailer.
I also very much recommend the Pretty Much It Final Destination compilation. Yes. Oh, absolutely
They're
hilarious.
You will not get a sense of the plot, but you will have running jokes enter your vernacular.
Yeah.
We should get this party
it started. But yeah,
Yes.
TLDR, I'm cautiously optimistic, and we'll talk about it once we're through. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Let me put it on
Actually,
full
given
screen.
this freeze frame, no.
All right.
2 1/3 minutes of sure.
Then let's get started.
Click. Oh, I hate this already. No. Oh, it's a
My old
piercing.
man just died. I come in as a favor, and now they want me to lock up.
It's a tongue
5-star
piercing.
review, yeah. Like and subscribe. Please.
That's not how Yelp reviews work, I don't think. Oh.
I think we're just gonna watch this
Oh, the
man
fan!
die.
The fan!
Oh,
It's the
God.
wind!
The fan scraping the chains, and he just put down disinfectant. It's gonna spark. Sadness.
Is that going to be the death song for this movie? Final Destination is big on death songs. Oh boy.
Are you just tattooing something on your... He is tattooing himself.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no!
It is an actual Rube Goldberg machine. Oh no, and the... Oh!
Oh no.
No, dude. No, dude. No!
Shit.
Oh, I don't want to see this.
Look away,
This
Katie.
is gonna be...
Look away, Katie. Look away.
Dude, just pull on the fucking chain!
Look away, Katie.
Oh god, and now it sets on fire.
Oh. Oh shit, dude.
Sir, oh no!
Oh.
He did say his dad just died.
Yeah.
The day before my birthday.
Happy birthday! If I were to venture a guess, I have not looked at any synapses, but my guess, and I know I'm not the only one with this theory, I've seen it floated around a couple places, but my guess is that with a title like Bloodlines, it's going to center around a group of characters who were never supposed to be born because of the unintended consequences of their being survivors from Flight 180. You know,
Maybe.
not necessarily Devon Sawa's cousin or anything like that, but like, you know, again, just people who weren't supposed to be born because their parents were meant to die in accidents all throughout the Final Destination
Because their
franchise.
parents were Final Destination survivors
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
weren't supposed to be.
Exactly. And now death is coming to collect.
I was not expecting grabbing the nose piercing. That's one of those 1 in a billion shots that's just rude. And that is fully Final Destination. That really is just one
really
of those like, you son of a bitch, this was on purpose. And that's it. Like, it is all Rube Goldberg machine, but some of them are just like, okay, that's an accident. And some of them are just like,
But in case you've never seen one of those movies, our reaction is exactly what watching those movies is like. Because it's like, oh no, it's tapped into something viscerally horrible, but it's also doing it in a hilariously over the top
you're having a great time, and I'm over here like, this is why people watch this channel.
Oh man.
If you would like to see
man.
other reaction videos on this channel that have the same dynamic of, this is amazing, I'm gonna fucking die. All of the Halloween trailers do that. All of them. They're a little old, but all of them get that full from me. And the Evil Dead Rising trailer, for good fucking reason, I'd say on that front.
Yeah.
So if that dichotomy of reaction is your jam, that's the recommended playlist.
I
If you want to see me crawl out of my skin.
We are recording this several days after the trailer dropped,
Yes.
and I have avoided it for 3 days straight because I wanted to watch it with you. And I'm so happy because that was worth the wait.
I do it for you.
I want to be clear. I didn't want to watch it with you because I was looking to torture you. I was waiting for you because, one, we have this channel, and then two, I was really hoping the trailer would
Have Devon Sawa in it.
well, have Devon Sawa in it or Tony Todd.
Oh, yeah. Recording schedules mean that probably, like, if he is in this movie, it probably would have...
It could very well be. Like I said, I haven't looked it up. But if he makes a cameo like he does in a lot of the other ones, then that very well might be
all
his last
of the
film.
other ones.
Not all of the other ones. He's not in 4.
Not
He
at
does a
all.
voice cameo in 3.
Yes.
Not at all in 4, and he's back in 5. Yeah, that's one of the many reasons why 4 is terrible.
I was going to say 4 is the one that sucks, right?
4 is the one that
4 is the trash one.
unequivocally sucks.
4 is the trash one. Obviously, they were missing the magical ingredient.
Exactly, of Tony Todd.
Yes.
It was missing the magic of Tony Todd. Yeah, so it could very well be his last film role if he does make a cameo in this. Like I said, I haven't looked it up, but yeah, I'm still wary because, again, the ending of 5 was so perfect, but the idea of more Final Destination sparks so much joy in my heart that I'm like, I want it, but I want it to be good.
Like Saw movies, you have a slasher movie, you have a serial killer movie, you have your monster movies. It's hard to be creative with the kills and still remain within the constraints of your genre. Your Michael Myers, your Jason Voorhees, your whatever. You have a relatively good idea of how they're going to go about it. It's going to be extreme, but at the end of the day, someone's probably going to get stabbed. Like a lot. And possibly folded up in a mattress, but definitely stabbed.
Movie's great.
And when you get into your monster kills, if you know how your monster works, then you kind of have an idea how it's going to happen. Saw and Final Destination both really have it for the creative kills. Both of them are very much under anything could happen. It's the limits of the creativity, and for Saw there is some regard to the laws of physics. For Final Destination, no.
Yeah, the people who make Saw usually try to keep the traps conceivable within the realm of physics.
Could an extremely determined engineer make this? Yeah, probably. Final Destination is just like, fuck you! It's like,
just like,
yes,
whatever, I do what I want.
And it's like, yes, Final Destination could be physically possible. It could be an extreme confluence of circumstances. Yes, there is an absolutely minuscule chance that a chain with a hook might fall down from the ceiling and grab your nose ring. Like, that's one of those things where you sit there and go, well, I guess it could happen, but it's not likely. It is extremely unlikely. And Final Destination likes to go, what are the unlikeliest things that we can string together to make the craziest Rube Goldberg machine that still ends up with a bloody puddle of person? And that's what we do.
On occasion, it zigs when you think it's gonna zag.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sets up this whole Rube Goldberg machine only for the person to trip and fall. Or get hit by a ladder that had nothing to do with it.
Taken out by a bus.
Yeah. It's delightful. So yeah, I don't feel like I have that much more to say that isn't just getting into various spoilers for all of the other Final Destination movies.
But like, so what you see here, if this is your jam, you'll probably enjoy the Final Destination franchise.
Yes. And we will definitely be doing a horror Q&A when the movie comes.
You see it, and I
because I'm
definitely
going
don't.
to see it on opening weekend.
And I definitely will not be. Oh my god. Ever.
I won't subject you to it.
I will wait for it to come out on Blu-ray, because when it comes out on Blu-ray, that's when we get a kill count. I will wait for the kill count, and for those... Well, no, I'm a patron. The kills won't be blurred. But
we'll watch the YouTube version.
We'll watch the YouTube
so I can
version.
actually watch it. We'll watch the YouTube version, and then we'll definitely. I'm positive pretty much it will do a video on it. when
Probably
they are
grab the
able
same
to.
person that they got to do the other one and be like, hey, there's another one. No! Okay, I need you to get off of me. All right.
Okay. But yeah, that, like I said, that's really all I have to say. I'm cautiously optimistic, but also super excited. That looks like it's gonna be fun.
I am avoiding it because I am a wuss, as I'm sure you can see from the trailers. It's going to be very effective.
I cannot wait. On that note, Katie, where can people go if they want to keep up with you?
You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. If you want to see us talk about, what the fuck did we talk about for 2 hours? Sonic 3! If you want to see us talk about Sonic 3
And
like
Alan
a
Wake.
lot.
And Alan Wake.
Well, Sonic 3's on that channel.
That's true.
Alan
that's
Wake
true.
is here.
Yes, it is. Do that.
Bless that
Watch them
mess.
both.
Yeah, that's on that channel. I am also on a weekly Monday night show called Nighttime at the Nerd Bar on the Fanversation YouTube channel. My co-host and I talk about nerdy news, anime, basically whatever the hell we want, and we cover a currently airing anime. Right now it's Solo Leveling Season 2, but we've done Delicious in Dungeon, we've done Ranking of Kings, we've done My Hero Academia, we do all sorts of shit. It's very fun.
And I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on most of the social medias. Your social media of choice at the Menguin. That's TheMenguin. I don't really post much anymore. It's mostly just if you're looking for me to retweet horror podcast fan art. I'm your girl. But you can follow Silver Screams at Silver_Screams on Twitter. Like us on Facebook and Instagram. I should probably move those over to Blue Sky and Threads, etc., at some point. So I will work on updating that soon. But yeah, looking to update this channel a little bit more in 2025 with fun
Hopefully.
things like this.
Holy actual fuck.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. What did you think of the trailer? What's your... Oh, go ahead. You look like you have one.
What is your favorite Final Destination kill?
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
First movie, The Bus.
Ooh,
Just because they had to add the characters reacting because the audience was screaming so much they missed the next scene. Definitely The Bus.
first movie, The 180 Sign.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Alright.
So, tell us your
Also-
favorite kills. There are no wrong answers. There are only different opinions.
Watch Final Destination. I cannot evangelize the entire franchise enough, even
And
though
if you're like me
a lot
and
of it is garbage.
And if you're like me and you can't handle watching Final Destination, the kill counts are right there over on Dead Meat. They blur out a lot of the gore, and they have very funny recaps. It's much easier to handle if you're a wuss like me.
It's more palatable if it is not your cup
For
of
a
tea.
non-horror
Yes,
audience.
100%.
I say as I shunt you over to a horror YouTube channel. But, you know, from
But
one to the other.
Again, and pretty much the kills are pretty explicit, but it's also a hilarious video.
Yeah,
So hearing their reactions is very, very fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you all next time.
Bye. It's the witch!
The witch!